Hello, hello. This is Adelai Brown, your heart coach, and I want to welcome you to Heal with Me. Heal with Me is our weekly time for us to come together and heal. We deal with topics and subjects that are pertinent to leaders of today, men and women who are making changes in their community, making changes in their workplace, making changes in their families. But we need to heal. It's still some things on your heart that you need to work on. So today I am so excited to be doing Heal with Me with you all from Montego Bay. I have never been out of the country. I just got in my room and I'm just trying to get settled here. And I mean, it's pretty nice. It's the view is like absolutely amazing. I don't know if y'all could see that, but so I just wanted to get on tonight and talk with you guys about the importance of rest. One thing I have really come to realize and find out is that rest is very important. Rest is very pertinent. Rest is very, and it's something that we have to be very intentional about. So this particular trip for me is very important because rest, I talk about rest. I try my best to rest. But if I would be honest, resting is very tough for me because rest means that you trust. Rest means that your faith is in control. And so for me to come on this trip, my faith is in control. So tonight's call will not be a long call because I literally just got checked in and I just want to be in integrity with what I'm doing with Heal With Me. I am very excited about Heal With Me. I am very passionate about it. And I also understand how important it is for us to grow, how important it is for us to heal, how important it is for us to learn from one another. With all of that being said, I want to ask you, how do you rest and do you fully rest? I don't mean like lay down at night, get, 5 to 8 hours of sleep. No, I don't mean that. What is going on here? I mean, that's the problem. I mean, how do you rest? Like, how do you get the cares of the world off of your shoulders? What do you do to make that happen? For me, it has been a work. I have been working at resting since before the pandemic came. I have always struggled with being able to fully rest because I have always struggled with being able to fully trust. I guess anybody but myself. And I don't always trust myself. And a lot of that comes from childhood trauma, um, misunderstanding, past issues. And so the story that I told myself was I can't trust nobody. Ever since I was a little girl, I got to take care of me. And that has played out in my adulthood, and it's not good because my relationship with God requires me to trust Him. It requires me to rest in Him, and it means I can't always figure it out, and I can't always um, know what's going to happen and know how it's going to work out. And I still got to rest, and I still got to trust God. So, what is it in your life that what is going on in your life right now where maybe you're not in a position where you're comfortable resting? Maybe you're not physically moving around, but mentally and emotionally, your head is always going a mile a minute thinking about things. Emotionally, you're not in a good space. If that's the case, it might be time for you to get some rest. My husband is out scoping out the resort that we're on, and he's checking out all of that. I'm going to go and get myself together. But I just want to know, like, where is God challenging you right now about rest? What is God doing in your life in regards to rest? What is God asking you to trust Him with? It's so funny. God's been dealing with me with resting And then I heard 2 sermons on Sunday talking about trusting God and resting. And it reminded me how much rest is a weapon, right? I'm not just talking about sleep, y'all. I'm talking about resting in your spirit, resting in your soul. I'm talking about not being anxious. When the Bible says be anxious for nothing, I'm talking about being anxious for nothing. Excuse me. I'm talking about being anxious for nothing. Are you anxious? Are you depressed? Are you overwhelmed? Are you tired? Are you feeling misunderstood? Are you feeling rejected and left out and alone? Maybe it's time to get some rest. So after tonight and I do this call, I plan to disconnect for the next couple of days because I need to. I really need to disconnect. I really need to um I really need to disconnect and I really need to just hear what the Lord has to say to me. I'm gonna sit out with this beautiful view. Let me show y'all again. It's so pretty. This is what I'm looking at. Watch the sun go down and watch the sun come up and figure this thing out through rest. Gonna meditate. So I guess I could talk about what do I plan to do? What does resting mean to me? Resting to me means that I'm going to pray. I'm going to meditate, which I consider breathing work, prayer, and meditation. I'm going to read my Bible. I have another book that I want to read. And I am going to just experience life, not taking myself so seriously. I think many of us have been anxious for so long that when we're not anxious or not busy or not always going and doing things, we feel like we're not productive. We feel like we're not doing what we need to do. We feel like we're falling behind. It's almost as if we're dropping the ball. And I just want to let you know that that's not the truth. The devil best way of getting at us is when we're tired. I've made my worst decisions when I was tired. And I believe that that is why God allowed me to come on this break so that I could rest my soul. Yes, the heart coach gets tired. Yes, 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 yes. Let me tell you something. This is why I do Heal With Me. Because Heal With Me is for the people that everybody goes to. You know, the men and women with your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousins, the neighbor down the street. Everybody calls you because you're that guy or you're that girl. You know that feeling. You know what I'm talking about. And what I have learned over the years is be answering the call and wanting to be that guy or that girl for everyone is a sign of insecurity. It's a sign that there's a trauma there that has not been dealt with. And so we overextend ourselves. You know, just because you have downtime doesn't mean you're available. Sometimes your availability needs to be taken up with silence. It needs to be taken up with prayer and meditation. It needs to be taken up with journaling or planning or prepping, maybe taking a nap. I don't know about y'all, but I know I have to rest. I don't want God to make me slow down. I don't want God to slow me down. I would much rather be obedient and allow that to happen. So, with all of that being said, I'm going to go and rest. I had no intention of missing Here With Me tonight. I just didn't know what travel was going to be like. And when I got here, it's an hour behind where we are. And I wanted to make sure that I got on. And even though this is a shorter call, it's a call nonetheless. And this video will be on YouTube. And, I will, you can get access to it through the website on theheartconnections.com. But I'm curious, what do you do to rest? How much time do you spend? What type of activities or not do you partake in? How seriously do you take it? And what benefits have you gotten out of rest? I can be honest, I've never rested the way I will plan to rest this week that I can remember since I've had kids, and I've been a mom since I was 18. Because anytime I had a break from my children, I've always been either working. And even if I took a break or a vacation, it was never a restful one. It might have been some type of fun or some event or work or whatever, but it was never a restful one. So, yeah. So I plan to be able to check back in and talk to you guys a little bit more about rest. But as for now, your heart coach is going to sign out because it is time for me to begin my vacation. And next week, I'll talk to y'all all about it. Love y'all. Have a great week. And remember, if you heal your heart, you